everybody, welcome to Fellowship Ranch. This is our April update. We decided that we were just going to answer just a couple of questions to kind of let you know what's going on with Team Kelm here in the Valley. So, question number one, what is your most comforting quarantine food?
My food, I don't have a quarantine comfort food, but I have my tea. I don't even know what that means. And instead of drinking tea just in the morning when I wake up, I drink it all day long now. Earl Grey, of course.
And mine is pudding. Cook and serve pudding. I love it. Vanilla, chocolate, I don't care. Cook and serve that.
Without the kids, they're in bed already.
That is, and the skin on top of it. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so here, next question is, the quarantine, because of the quarantine, here's the food I miss.
For me, this is not just my quarantine from coronavirus. This is my quarantine from life and living in rural Iowa. I really miss rocket babies, little danishes, blueberry danishes.
Rocket babies in West Allis.
In West Allis. Pastries all over the place. Yeah, that's what I miss, pastries.
Mine is a big juicy burger that I have not made myself.
What's your food that you
Emmy, what food are you missing?
I am missing.
She's enjoying corn and she misses corn.
All right.
What about you, Razel? What do you miss?
All right, next question is your current spiritual thought. What we're experiencing is isolation, but within Christendom, there is a specific term for isolation, and it's called solitude. And the thing with solitude is that it strips away the scaffolding of your life and you're left bare with just who you are. And normally it's a terrible thing. It is a terrible thing to have all your creature comforts stripped away and the things that you used to depend on, the things that you used to go to. And that's what so many of us are living through right now, is so many of the things we used to run to for our sense of belonging, for a sense of comfort, are gone. And so my closing thought with this is that how in this time of social distancing, how we have a God who can be near in the midst of distancing. And so there is no distance that the Lord needs to be away from you in this time, from me in this time, to provide those things that make us tick. That's my thought. Liz.
Just a quick one from a message we just heard from Stephen Furtick today is faith shouldn't be the lever that changes things, but the lens that changes the way I look at things.
Current societal thought.
Not you go coronavirus, because I think it's a horrible thing that's going on, but yay to families readjusting what's important.
Oh man, this is the prepper's moment. If you're a prepper and listening to this is your moment. Gosh, I want to be a prepper. I just think I like the preparedness. I think that it's okay to have cans lined up in your basement for hard times. Matter of fact,
you go, Mom.
All of our grandma and grandpas, they did this. Why? Because they lived through a war, and so they understood, like, times of prosperity don't always happen, and so you need to be prepared. So those that have just like what you need for that week's groceries, no, that's not where I'm at. I think that you should be stacked long and deep in the basement with your bandages and beans. Prepper's moment. I wish I was a prepper. Emmy wants to say something. The next question is something I want you to know. All right, so Emmy, go ahead.
Me and Daddy did a rocket ship yesterday. We built one, and it is fake, and we blasted.
The Bandito.
The Bandito.
Something that you guys should know is I had a dream last night that Bono asked me to come and sing on stage with them. I don't know.
Something I want you to know. We have a weighted blanket in the living room, a 20-pound weighted blanket. And the other day I picked it up and I was like, this is so stinking heavy. As I held this thing like in my arms, I'm like, 20 pounds. This weighs so much physically as I'm holding this. And then it occurred to me that I have lost 45 pounds since October. So 2 of those blankets combined holding, and it just was a way to really physically understand how much weight I've been carrying around and how much lighter I am. And that was a pretty cool moment.
Razel, what do you have? What do you want people to know? Acorns.
Acorn.
She said acorns.
Next question is secret skill you want to share with the world. You can make a headscarf, a head wrap, out of a pair of underwear, like those, like men's underwear, like what's not the ones that are like this, but the ones that like are like boxer briefs. You can wrap that around your face, and it will protect you from weirdness and also from giving weirdness. Liz showed me the other day using one of my underwears.
Okay, so me and Mama made a bow and arrow.
Rachel, you can't get down. There's a cliff right in front of us. You'll just roll down the hill.
No. Yes.
Rachel's really stealth about thinking making me think she's sleeping when I put her down. And as soon as I leave the room, she gets up and starts screaming by the door. And then she decides she's going to just sleep by the door for the rest of the night. Because remember,
She's in a toddler bed now.
she's in a toddler bed now. And
This is a
toddler
disaster.
so like canned spaghetti sauce? Get it and then you're eating it and you're like, what in the world? Just add some salt and more garlic powder and you're doing good. And maybe some oregano too. But really just salt. Maybe I'm just a salt freak, but go ahead and get some real Himalayan sea salt and it's fine to eat it.
Thanks for watching, House of Rams. Until next time, remember.
That Jesus, as we're entering into Easter week, that Jesus is a king unlike any other king. Jesus was a king that came to serve, not be served. So, when you find yourself in a position of serving your family, you are engaging in a kingly act, especially as you find yourself locked in home with your family and probably exasperated by serving them. You are engaging in a kingly act when you do that. Liz is, I think, going to close us out with a prayer.
Yeah, I have a prayer here, but I just don't want Liesl to fall down the hill. The prayer for us today is, Almighty God, thank you for sending your son Jesus to be a different kind of king with a different kind of kingdom. One of love, peace, forgiveness, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Help us to walk closely with Jesus this holy week, making us more like him each day.
Here we are, big moment for little Rachel. Liz told me that last night Rachel crawled out of her bed twice. And Liz came up at 6 a.m. to get Rachel, who was totally bawling. She had crawled out of her crib and was bawling because she couldn't climb back in her crib. So today is the day that we bring the crib into the little bed. Big day for Rachel.
And I cannot wait!